morning, collective. I am QUAN, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. Somebody knew that you were carrying the light, even as a child, and you embodied a certain type of energy, charisma, and magnetism. And somebody else, possibly in your family or community, was extremely jealous because they wanted to be the one revered or seen in your light. And they orchestrated a whole bunch of things to happen to you in your life so that they could walk in your life, choose an energy, and be, I guess, the star of the family or community or whatever. And they wanted not only to walk in your shoes, but they wanted to see you with your face in the mud, completely destroyed, on drugs, strung out, sick, sad, depressed, scrambling to survive. And they accomplished their goal. 20 years later, they accomplished their goal. But it's not happening to you. It's happening to them instead. And because the signals got crossed. Let me explain why. Sometimes a child in a family is born, and all of us understand the whole concept of a family and blood relatives is part of the matrix. It's not real. It's something that's put into place in the matrix, a family unit. The illusion of having brothers and sisters and a mother and a father and uncles and aunts. These are just souls that are placed into a game, a school, to play certain roles, but your own free will is at play. And it's to allow you, it's like an obstacle course. It's to allow you to utilize your free will to try to attain self-mastery through many lifetimes. So part of that is the illusion of a family. So granted, you're going to have a mother, a father, a brother, a sister. Some of them are going to be past life enemies. Some of them are going to be past life helpers. Some of them are going to try to hinder and stop you. Some of them are younger souls that only have had a human body maybe for about 1,000 years, which is not a long time, or 500 years. Others of you might be an ancient soul that's very close to attaining mastery. Okay. Others of you might be teachers and be closer to the light. You might have access to more information, and you also might be born on a higher vibrational frequency because you have an older soul. And all that simply means is you're different than your cousins and your brothers and your sisters, because the soul that you have was literally an ancient soul that has learned many lessons, similar to the ones that your siblings and cousins are going through right now, because they're a younger soul. And because of those lessons that you learned and cycles you've completed, you are on a higher vibration. Intrinsically, there are certain things that you know to do and not to do. You might vibrate higher than them. And it's because of the lessons that your soul has already learned. So you have an old soul, okay, with a specific purpose in a family, okay? And then you have younger souls in a family. And because they're not aware spiritually of this, they just see you as somebody that is a Joseph energy. Why do they come up with all the creative ideas? Why do they get more attention? Why do people gravitate toward them? And it doesn't even have to be that anyone is mistreating the other cousins or the other brothers or sisters. It's just people naturally gravitate toward the older soul. Y'all know when the child at the family reunion, that's an old soul right there. Look how they talk. Look how they sitting over there looking at everybody with their eyes. Look at the things they say out their mouth. Look how they dance. Ain't nobody ever taught them to dance. Why they remind me of great so-and-so. It's an older soul. Now, before I jump into this, I'm going to just quickly give you two examples of what I'm talking about. One is, I always use Michael Jackson. Okay. Imagine Michael Jackson starting out as a kid with his cousins, brothers, siblings, everything. And he has a cousin that everyone is noticing he's starting to shine more around the age of 8, 9, and 10. And the cousin gets jealous, and they're like, no, I want to be the leader. I want people to see me as a person with a lot of magnetism and charisma. I don't like all the attention he's getting. So I am going to do death spells. I'm going to do health spells on him. I'm going to do, they start plotting. And through all of the schemes that they create to stop him from being who he authentically is, an older soul, they delay his life ambition. They delay his money. They delay who he is destined to become. A lot of you all have had people in your lives that have delayed you, okay? They haven't stopped you because you're still going to fulfill your full destiny at your fullest potential, and you're still going to be abundantly blessed with prosperity as a result of who you were placed here to be. You're a natural manifester, a master manifester at that. And it's because you're an older soul that has already learned certain lessons. So you vibrate at a higher frequency that allows you to attract money, attract people, attract ideas. Your creativity expands because you're more in alignment than the younger souls. Okay? Now, whoever this jealous sibling or cousin is, they delay who he has to become, which is Michael Jackson. They delay him, possibly 15 years of delay. They send women toward him to catfish him and trick him and get him into a bad relationship and pay somebody to do binding magic. Now, for 18 years, this narcissist is going to keep creating financial obstacles and see if they can get him locked up, in trouble with the law, make him angry, playing games with his children. And they've gone through this for 20 years. And even after that, now I've got a whole underground group that's in the occult, and we're going to do spell work. And they send him through all this foolishness, and he does not pop out to the public until he's in his 40s. But when he pops out, he still ends up overnight success, like an overnight success. Like if we look at the R&B singer Anthony Hamilton, when we first, those of you that ever heard his music, when he came out on the scene and you heard, coming from where I'm from, if you're into R&B, he was an older man, a much older man when he came out. And it's not usually a thing where you can come out at an older age for the first time and be heard by people and gain that much popularity like in the music industry, because normally you would have had to have some recognition and popularity at a younger age, and then it grows and becomes larger. But he came out at an older age and still reached a level of success with his music career, even though he was already older. Okay, so the point I'm making is, if Michael Jackson went through this with a cousin that was like, no, I just don't want it to be him. I just, out of selfishness, I don't want it to be him that brings the family honor or fame or this, that, and the other. I want it to be me. And because I'm so selfish and I'm only thinking about myself, and I move and act in my own self-interest instead of what's in the best interest of everybody else, I'm going to hold everybody back. And the war that they declare on him, it flips on them. And even though his success is delayed, he still reaches the same height of success, but only he's much older now. And the person that did everything to him, they end up in the trap they set. Now, the other example I'm being told to give very quickly is, let's use a pastor, whether it's a woman or a man, a pastor of a church that has a natural gift and affinity for speaking and for healing with their mouth and for giving wise guidance, a charismatic pastor that has a lot of magnetism, that knows how to draw people in, but they know how to lead their flock in the right direction, to teach them the lessons and give them the guidance and reprimand them on how to follow the golden rule, how to get on the path of enlightenment. It doesn't have to be a pastor. It could be a priest, anybody, or a speaker, okay? Or a guide, a guru, whatever the case may be. and say it's a grandfather figure or a father figure or a mother figure or a grandmother figure that has this energy, and they have 6 grandchildren, okay? And out of their 6 grandchildren, everybody does not have the gift for that, but they're getting up there in age and they need somebody to take their place. And the child that was born with a natural gift and affinity for teaching. There are sometimes in families a child that comes under a line of priests, a line of preachers, a line of prophetic speakers, a bloodline of, because it's what they're supposed to do, a bloodline of shamans, a bloodline of counselors, teachers, whatever it is, a bloodline of healers. And it doesn't go to every child, because remember, every child is an individual soul in the illusion of a family. You're my brother, you're my sister, okay, for the purpose of growth. So that gift doesn't go to every child. It's passed down spiritually to the older soul that is qualified to deliver whatever it is they are here to do on earth, which is usually some kind of important mission that helps other people. So you got 6 siblings, and one of them get the gift, whether it's the gift of prophecy, whatever the gift the grandmother has or the grandfather has that they do, it's passed down to one child and not the other children, like Joseph. Now, at a young age, some family members see this and they know that that gift is going to that child. And instead of backing up and supporting that child, they come against them just like Joseph, and they create total destruction in that child's life so that I can be the one. I want to be the one to bring this family up. I want to be the one to be the leader of the family and be seen as this, that, and the other. And it's all about ego. And in the process, they literally tear down and destroy the whole family, trying to destroy you. These people, they collaborated. A jealous family member or close community member of yours, they saw the light in you, and you're an older soul, and you had a purpose to fulfill that nobody else could fulfill in your family, because it was the gift was put in you, whether it was creative ideas to start a business and to lead the business so it would grow, but you were the key to generational wealth for your family. And it's because you act in the interest of everyone. You're not selfish and self-centered. The reason it didn't go to one of your siblings or cousins is because they will take the gift and they will act in their own self-interest and self-indulge and live a life of self-indulgence. And that's why the gift was given to an older soul that understands principles and universal laws, that is not materialistic, somebody that sees the bigger picture. That's why God and the universe is not making mistakes. They know exactly what they're doing. But somebody with a selfish mindset, thought it was all about them and you being better than them. And they felt like you were better than them. So they came together to completely sabotage you. So whoever this person is, you got the grandmother or grandfather figure, a shaman, a pastor, a leader of a community, whatever. And they know that you're the light. You are the Igwe. You're the one that's supposed to take over the village, whatever you want to call it. And they orchestrate you to either be sick, set up, tied up with something karmic, in jail, in prison, sell you off to slavery, to be killed like Joseph in the Bible. Whatever they do to you, it's to get you out the way. They manage to get into your position at an early time in life. And when they obtain that position, they get out there and they literally, their actions destroy the whole family's future financially. And now everybody's going to spend their retirement in poverty, trying to survive, asking each other, can I live with you? Uncles, aunts, grandparents, older people, cousins, aunties, everybody, because they were not guided by the person that had the foresight and the wisdom to see the future. Instead, they got rid of that person. They suppressed them and tried to destroy their life and put somebody else in their place that wanted the position for popularity. And they misguided these people. And instead, everybody is in financial ruin in the family now, and they have completely destroyed their generational wealth that the right person would have brought to that family. You understand? The right person would have brought to that family, because they don't act out of ego. They act out of practicality. They have a checked, balanced ego because they're confident, because they've done their shadow work, because they've done eons of shadow work, because they're an older soul that has reincarnated and learned lessons about the ego being too far out of control, about being emotionally codependent to validation for others, and spending money out of ego instead of making sure what needs to be taken care of. And they follow the fool in your family or community instead. Now, whoever this person is, they got together with people in your family and other people in communities, and y'all know secret society. I don't have to go over that. And they thought that the way they were going to suppress you and take and walk in your shoes, who your ancestors selected to be the head of the family. If you're a woman, you were selected to be the matriarch in your family. You were selected to be the matriarch in your family by your ancestors. That's why this situation is being spearheaded and guided by your ancestors, because this person that's been looking like this since childhood wanted, out of their own ego, to replace you. So the child that wanted to replace you, that does not have the same intuition as you, or foresight, or abilities, they get up there and start to preach. And your family comes from a line of churches. Your family has a legacy for being spiritual leaders and guides. And they get up there and they literally, out of ego, they ruin the whole church. The church goes broke and no one wants to come to church. It's nothing but fighting going on because their intuition is blocked, and they make decisions out of ego, and they're not healed because they have issues with jealousy and insecurities. So they have everybody in the church fighting amongst each other. And the messages they have no type of substance at all. Matter of fact, they go online on Google and they copy other pastors' sermons and they just read them off a paper in secret, because it's not coming from inside. It's not something that's a download. It's not coming from God. They're not channeling the messages where they get hit with the spirit and then it just rolls off their tongue without them having to read off a paper or anything, because that's their purpose. It's not happening like that for them. So they're giving shallow, superficial messages. They mislead everybody in the church. They're supposed to be the leader, but they take sides with people, and they have everybody in strife and fighting. And the good people, the good members of the church that support a good leader, have now up and left and went and joined another church. The church goes broke. And then eventually the building goes into foreclosure. And now everybody's scrambling to figure out how they're going to survive. And now that family member, they got children all over the place, and everything is just a hot mess. They're spending money out of materialism. They're not helping anybody. They're not providing anything for the church members, so they don't see it worthwhile investing money and paying tithes. And they're not getting the spiritual guidance and the coming together, the not companionship, but the communion of coming together with one another to bond spiritually and to grow together. They're not feeling that sense at that church anymore. They don't feel the spirit at that church. They don't feel the energy at that church. So they leave. So this is what happened to you, whoever you are. And those are just examples. Michael Jackson and the pastor, the gift going to the child, and then the child that doesn't have the gift for preaching instead sabotages them and takes their place. And now the church goes broke because the person that was supposed to take their rightful position as the next Igwe in the village, or the next pastor of a church, or the next shaman of the tribe, or the next, you understand, it's not the right person that the ancestors selected. Instead, it's a jealous sibling or cousin that sabotaged them. And everybody that got together with them to help them do this is now going into poverty because they backed up the wrong person. So the message is, whoever this person is, they got people to support and back them up in trying to stop you from the purpose that your ancestors of the highest vibration of love selected you for, because they knew who you were, your soul. It's an older one with wisdom that would keep everybody from going broke, that knows how to save and preserve and knows how to make this firm decisions. Okay. And you're healed, or they knew that you had the strength and the courage to do the healing work. That's why they selected you, because they knew you were an older soul. And an older soul from prior lessons, no matter what illusion you're born into. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. Thank you. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out. I'm telling you, that thing really works, man. It was on a YouTube channel, The Real Kia. It was a beautiful young lady that comes up with her own little affirmations. And she said that, and it's such a wonderful idea. She needs to trademark that. But your soul is one of a kind, okay? The reason I'm going to say again in case it got cut out because somebody's triggered. Your ancestors selected you for a certain calling in your family because they knew that you were an older soul, which meant that no matter what kind of trauma you were born into as a child, because you're an older soul, you had, from past reincarnations, you would have completed lessons and cycles that would have taught you that you would automatically know to reflect instead of projecting. And that would put you into the healing path, and you would evolve to be the leader that you are today. Even if when you were younger, you had karmic issues or no one's perfect, but they knew because you have an older soul and you learned the lessons that you would choose to reflect instead of project when it was time for you to awaken, because you're an older soul. See, a younger soul, they don't have that experience from prior lives. They haven't completed those cycles and lessons. So they might get into an energy of projecting, and then they're not going to get on the path because they're not going to heal. So that's how you got selected by your ancestors. You're an older soul. That's it. And that's all. So the people that back this person up, when they backed this person up, they came together and agreed that the way to, instead of support you, knowing who you were going to become, and to take over your energy, would be to control your love life when you got older. This was planned before you were old enough to even think about dating, before you were even looking at boys with Google eyes. They already planned. They already came up with a plan to love in the reverse for you by restricting your heart chakra. These occultists, they study the chakras. Y'all understand? Occultists, hidden knowledge. Hidden would be, you can't see your chakras with the naked eye. It's your spiritual body. And most people in churches don't talk about your spiritual body with the word chakras because they put some kind of stigma out there back in the day about, oh, that's the devil, that's new age. That's the devil, that's new age, because they wanted to scare you. Because if you find out and understand that you have a spiritual body the same way you have a physical body, okay, and the name of it is your chakras, okay, the names of it, you wouldn't be afraid of it and think it's the devil because it's labeled new age. So they got away with that in the Piscean age, but now we're in the Aquarian age, and people that are being attacked in their chakras, but don't know that's what they're called, are looking for solutions. And when they get the laying on of hands in church, they don't always work. They're like, well, just pray about it. And it's not working. And they're like, it's something deeper going on here. I don't understand. And the church is like, well, we don't look into the new age. That's of the devil. And it's not the new age. Hear me and hear me good. What y'all are saying in the past was the new age. That was just identifying the name of what your spirit, the parts of your spiritual body are, such as your heart, your liver, your bladder, your sexual organs, okay, your throat, that's your physical body. And there is a spiritual body behind your physical body. And if a spiritual side to life does not exist, then what are you praying to? Tell me what you're praying to. And where is it coming from? If all we exist is in the physical. So now in the Aquarian age, the church can know that New Age is not the devil. They labeled it the devil. They didn't want you to eat the cookies in a cookie your, so they labeled it poison. And what they called New Age is not new. It's not the devil. It is the name of your spiritual body, which names the parts connected to your organ. And those are what we call chakras. They're energy centers and wheels in your body. And they're all over your body, but you have major ones aligned the base of your spine. And the people that do witchcraft on you and your church members, they study in depth your spiritual body because they know that it can be accessed on spiritual realms, like the ethereal realm, the etheric realm, the astral realm. They know the arts of how to access it there. And if you don't study to show yourself approved, then you're going to keep on giving lipstick information to your congregation, and they're going to leave because they're like, the prayer is not working. Well, you got to pray harder. No, it's more. It's something they're doing. I can feel something turning in my, I don't understand, because they're studying it and they're shaming you because they're closet witches and closet warlocks. And they're studying your chakras and how to bind them up through spell work, how to bind them up through mental manipulation, how to astral project out their bodies and go in the ethereal plane and tie them up in knots and block you. They study it, and then they go on campaigns behind a mask of we're of the church and we don't look into the New Age because it's of the devil. And they're the ones that's doing it to you. But they don't want you to study it because then you're going to know how to protect yourself, which today, thank God, we do. But occultists understand that the way you block a person from getting in their full purpose and on their calling is to block the heart chakra from love. And to fully activate love in your heart chakra, usually that happens when you start to date and when you start to date and marry and get in connections, because they start to mirror things inside of yourself that need to be healed. Okay. Sometimes it's through abuse, and sometimes through negative interactions, and sometimes through emotional pain. But that emotional pain is actually meant to wake you up so that when you feel that pain, pain is the way of letting the body know something's wrong. So your relationships and marriages are a mirror to reflect to you what you need to work on so that you can get into your heart center. And when you get into your heart chakra and activate it through healing and self-reflection, when you have things mirrored to you that you need to balance in your thought process through your healing process of the lower chakras, operating out of fear, insecurities, low self-esteem, and things like that, when you get into your healing, because you're going to reflect and not project, then your heart chakra gets activated. Then you start to wake up spiritually to your soul. And when you realize your soul, then you realize where you've been and who you are and where you're supposed to go. And then you can jump into your calling because your solar plexus is balanced and clear and healed and running pristine and smoothly because you're not blocked in your root or sacral chakra. And your solar plexus, where you develop your personality, your self-esteem, your sense of self, your confidence, gives you the will to get out there and do in your purpose. And in doing so, you have more foresight and guidance because you can see clearly how to make good decisions because of the work that you did in relationships that opened up your heart chakra. The ultimate goal is to become a fully healed individual soul by yourself, single. The love connections throughout your life are there just for the purpose for waking up your heart chakra. I remember listening to a Bobby Hemmett lecture years ago where he was talking about that. The whole purpose of getting in love, falling in love with another person, is so that you can love yourself. There might be aspects of yourself that need to be mirrored to you. So these people backed up the person that only wanted your position spiritually in your family or community because they were jealous, and they were doing it for selfish reasons, for popularity. They wanted to be seen in the same light as you because they felt insecure, and they felt very cold in in the shade. They felt like you were too bright, you were outshining them. They felt like everyone loved you, and they wanted to feel that same energy. Love in the reverse. So these people got together and they decided the best way to attack you, to stop you from getting in your purpose, so that they could all steal your energy and become wealthy as a family and live a life of selfish self-indulgence, was to block your heart chakra and interfere with all of your love connections. So they went ahead and did it. But all things work together for good for those that are on the highest path of on the highest vibration of love. Now I remixed that Bible verse. Okay, that Bible verse is all things work together for good for them that love the Lord. But I'm remixing it. Okay, y'all are like, oh my God. If y'all knew where the Bible came from, and I know some of y'all do, or how it was put together. All things work together for good for those that abide in the highest vibration of love. And that's what it is. So even if these people plotted against you to block your heart chakra by contaminating and throwing off every relationship you've ever had in your life so that you would stay sad, brokenhearted, because you abide in the highest vibration of love, and cream always rise to the top because you're an older soul. Everything that they did to hurt you by interfering with your love connections and relationships and trying to block you from having true love only mirrored to you areas in your life that you needed to work on in order to spiritually grow and evolve. And that's exactly what you did through all your pain. You spiritually grew and evolved and ended up on your path anyway. So it was meant to be. And these people didn't know they were helping the universe to push you into your calling. So now, for some of you or whoever I'm talking to, now you're fully in your calling. You embody self-love, and you're not out there seeking love anywhere else but within yourself. Okay? So because you're not out there seeking love with anyone but within yourself, you're in the highest vibration of love, and they cannot use love against you through another person because you're not seeking love through another person. It was through your other connections throughout your life span up till now that you were seeking love, and you found it in yourself through self-reflection and what was mirrored back to you about what you needed to heal in yourself. And because of that, you're not out here seeking or looking for love anymore. And this was the means that they were using to attack you. And because I have love in the reverse here, you're not out there looking for love anymore. That was their only way of getting through to you, through partners that you would date, looking for love or validation or acceptance. Or if your family was narcissistic and rejected you, they did it intentionally so that you would seek it outside your family. Your family's supposed to provide you with love, security, emotional security, financial security at child age, roof over your head, love, safety. They're supposed to provide you with physical and emotional safety. And then what you need to survive, roof over your head, food on the table. But intentionally, they deprived you of these things so that you'd be out there searching for it, protection, to be cared for by another. But you were able to find it within yourself. But that's how they were attacking you. You're not looking for anything. You've given everything to yourself already. And now, because you're not out there, there's no one they can make an offer to destroy your life. And because of that, right now, these people are losing money. Whatever agreements they made, whatever people they hired, whoever they hired to find ways to manipulate your love life, there is no love life except within yourself. And they can't separate you or interfere with your love for yourself. Whoever you are, you're not dating. You're not dating. So the person that they hired to interfere with your dating life loses their job. You understand what I'm saying? If somebody was hired to monitor your dating life so that they could break your heart, You're not dating at all, and you have no desire to date because right now you're in your full purpose. So that eliminates their job completely. And that's exactly where we are right now. The people that they hired to come toward you to catfish you, the women they hired to help the men or women to catfish you, whatever these people were doing, it was all based on your love connections. And because the only love connection you have is the one with yourself in the highest vibration of love and in your calling now, it automatically destroys what they were doing. Right now, these people regret restricting you, okay, and trying to take away your freedom. So I have regret and I have freedom in the reverse. They took away your freedom to try to control and steer and direct who you would be attached to for slavery. They wanted you in a slavery marriage, a slavery relationship where you were mentally enslaved. Your confidence was bound up due to needing validation from whoever you were enslaved to. These people wanted to restrict your freedom to be able to get outside of your circle and meet somebody that's not connected to them that they could influence and date. And that's what they did. They restricted your freedom. And they've been doing this for a long time. They literally employed gang stalking tactics to restrict your freedom, okay? So they could control who you could talk to and who you could date and who could date you, okay? Through financial abuse, through gang stalking, through hacking your devices and phone, through your job surveillance, everything. So they restricted your freedom. They were making offers to people you date, or anyone coming toward you had to be approved by them without you even being aware they were doing this. And they thought by controlling and taking away your freedom, they would all become rich and wealthy. But all it did was push you into your purpose. And now they regret it because they see they should have just let you live, because there's somebody either in your family or community that right now, this very moment, they've been doing spell work on you so you would lose your mind. You would lose your mind and end up in a mental institution where they could steal your energy and live and walk in your purpose and shoes when they're not qualified to. So for their own selfish needs. This is a selfish person. Right now, that person is mentally unstable and their mind is starting to decay and go away from them. Right now, that person is literally being seen by everyone as mentally unstable. Like literally. Right now, that person is being seen by everybody that helped them as mentally unstable, and they're considering making arrangements for that person because they might have to end up going in a mental institution in the next few months. Seriously. Right now, that person is going into poverty. That person is getting divorced. They're breaking up right now. Right now, that person is losing all their finances. That person has STDs right now. They might even have AIDS. Every single thing this person planned for you is happening to them right now. They're never going to get in a relationship. They're never going to be in a love relationship. They didn't want you to be able to heal. They're not going to be able to heal in this lifetime. They wanted you to lose your mind. This person is losing their mind right now. Obsessed with you right now. It's karma. And they're going into poverty, complete poverty right now. Someone got a message that their work is completely over because all they did, restricting you, was push you into your purpose. And now work in the reverse. Their job is over. They're not going to get paid. They're not going to get the big money. Everyone's walking away. They don't have any opportunities with work because they're losing their mind right now. And they've racked up legal issues in court. Court in the reverse is not going to go in their favor. You're going to get a whole lot of money that you're going to be manifesting. They were able to delay you, but they did not destroy you. Okay. They delayed you. They delayed your purpose and they delayed you, but it was still divinely orchestrated by God, by the universe, because that's how you became who you are today, in that delay. And the delay is over now, and everything is going to come to you, that prosperity and that abundance, and you're going to be free to walk in your calling and manifest money. Y'all are supposed to manifest money, prosperity, wealth, abundance, and you're going to do just that. And you would have literally probably started a business, and probably your whole family would have benefited from it. You would have probably helped family members that don't have the same energy as you, that don't have the same drive, that don't have an old soul, that don't have the same creativity as you. You might have started 3 small businesses and given them to those family members. You understand? You would have helped the family to grow if they supported you. You understand? But instead, these idiots tried to restrict you and your gift. So if you were the keys to helping your family move forward together, start a big real estate company where you can be in charge of the real estate here, or this aspect of the business, that, or a restaurant or real estate or whatever it was, instead of building an empire because y'all accepted that this is who the ancestors pointed out to guide the family as the matriarch, instead of accepting that person and backing them up and supporting them, you fought against them and delayed them. You would have been a millionaire by now. Your family you might have been a billionaire family by now if these people did not restrict your freedom and let you fly. If they did not restrict your freedom and let you fly with your creativity, you would have been a billionaire by now, and everybody in your family would be benefiting. But instead, they got jealous and restricted you, and now the main person that was jealous of you, everything is happening to them. They're going to lose their children. They're losing their mind. They're sick. This person has some kind of terminal illness right now. They're not telling anybody about. Like every single thing that they did witchcraft on, the beauty spells, everything they did to you, they're ugly right now. And I mean ugly. That person is physically ugly right now from all the black magic they were doing on you and paying people to do. They're ugly. They're going crazy. They are broke. They're losing everything. They're losing their mind. They're losing credibility. People don't want to be around them. They might even stink a little bit. Like it's like the image that they wanted to see you in, walking down the street homeless, smelling stinky, the crazy bag lady with boo-boo on your clothes. That's what they're turning into literally right now, because that's how they wanted to see you. And whoever you are, you probably wanted to see them thrive in life. You probably wanted the best for this person. You probably wanted to see everybody doing well and happy and healthy and have all the kids get together on the holidays and sing and dance and cook and have big family reunions and do great things, pay for the cousins and the grandchildren to get music lessons and art lessons. And because you know, when you invest in the children, the next generation, it fans out for you when you get older, because you get to see what you invested in come to fruition. Talented, bright, smart, intelligent scientists, children that cure diseases, children that build buildings, architects, because you would have invested in all of your grandchildren or all of your siblings' children. You would have invested in everybody. But because somebody said, no, I want it to be me. I don't care if I'm a younger soul and that's an older soul with the wisdom to get it done. Because I'm selfish and I want people to look at me and I want more attention than you, I'm going to destroy the person that is supposed to lead the family to great wealth. And that's just what they did. So somebody's in regret that they took this avenue to restrict your freedom. Okay. Because these people don't have any gratitude. They don't know how to be grateful for the gift of life. The gift of life is an opportunity to go through this school. The gift of life gives you an opportunity, like a driving license, a privilege. It's a privilege to be able to have a human body whereby you can use it to evolve, to get the lessons you need so you can become enlightened and find your way off of this wheel once you wake up to what it really is. Who wants to be stuck having a boo-boo and wipe their behind for the next million reincarnations? Not me. When you wake up and snap out the illusion, you realize that you're an animal and you're living in an animal body. Okay? Person that's not conscious and aware yet, they see an animal body that you're living in as the highest state of consciousness in the universe. They think they are the shit. They feel like they're the shit, and you have literally shit. You have to bend over and wipe your ass every day and take a boo-boo, but you're the highest form of intelligence in the universe? Are you kidding me? You really think that this is what life is all about? Spending the rest of your soul being trapped in a body that you have to wipe like a baby with a pamper boo-boo off of every single day? That's not it. That ain't it. My purpose is to reach self-mastery at some point where I can break away from this animal body to a higher state that I came from. I don't want to be wiping boo-boo off of this body and come back again and have to spend another 80, 90 years wiping boo-boo off of a body that I have to keep feeding. No. We fell to a lower vibration from where we came from. And we're in an illusion of a matrix, of a jail, a prison that we're trapped in. And you can't even see, oh, but we're better than the animals because we have God consciousness, because we walk upright and we can talk and do this, that, and the other. Yes, but you do every single thing the animals do because you're in an animal body. You fuck, you eat, you sleep, you shit. Who wants to have to be an animal? It's like you take the mind of God and place it inside of a zebra. It can talk now. It has consciousness. It can see. It can talk. It can think. It can contemplate. It can analyze things. It can have conversations. Are you horny? Yeah. You want some zebra love? Yeah. You understand? This is not the highest state of existence in the human body here. You're an animal body. Okay? So whoever you are, because you are an older soul, someone was jealous. These people, what I was saying was, it's a blessing and it is a privilege to have free will and a human body so you can have an opportunity to master yourself. You can't master yourself if you're a soul that's stuck here, if you don't get a human body to go through the lessons to learn how to raise your vibration and raise your consciousness and awareness through balancing your dark and light energy through empathy, love, and compassion. There are spirits on this realm that will never have an opportunity to have a human body. And those are the ones that are demons, the entities that want to get you to sign a contract so that they could host in your human body, because that's the only way that they're going to feel alive or get any form of energy. These are demonic spirits that have lost all rights to have a human body. They're cursed. They don't get the privilege of breaking out of the prison that they're in. They're in a prison that they can't break out of because they're cursed. It's like Superman 2, when the bad guys were trapped in that mirror, that dimension. They were bound because they misbehaved and they abused something in the universe so bad that they were punished and put into a prison, a dimension that was like a mirror spinning in outer space. And it was not supposed to be broken. But Superman, dumbass, wanted to bring Lois Lane back to life when she was supposed to die, and he flew around the planet backwards 3 times, and he messed with time when he was warned not to, and it broke those demons out the mirror, and they came to the earth. That's kind of like what happened here. There are demonic spirits that came through a portal that are here on earth that do not have the right, because they're on punishment, to have a human vessel or body. But you do. And that's why these trickster spirits want to trick you up out of your body, because they're jealous that you have an opportunity to work your way to self-mastery and leave that body on your Merkaba when you gain up enough light one day through mastery. They can't do that. They are forever bound without without an opportunity to evolve. They're going to be a spirit forever. So the only power they have is of your brokenness and your unhealedness. When you're unhealed and you're wounded and you're broken, that's their opportunity to try to persuade you to sign a contract with them to allow them to host in your body. And they work with other people that have that were unhealed, that made contracts for materialistic things that help distract them from their path and from their healing. And these are the people that are not in gratitude for the blessing of a human body. And they'll sit up there and sign away their vessel and allow in a contract they make with a practitioner for earthly things, because they're in the illusion of the matrix. And in the matrix, when you're unhealed, you need things to hold you up when you don't have self-confidence that comes from within. So these people don't appreciate that they have a human body, and they don't appreciate the demonic spirits and entities that want to possess them. They're jealous of them. They're jealous that they have a human body and they have an opportunity to break out of this matrix we're in. So they don't have gratitude, and they're jealous of your courage. You're courageous. You're courageous. People can make fun of you, and people can go against you. Look, you don't have any friends. Look at you. We isolated you and you don't have friends. Okay, miss me with that. Don't nobody want a bunch of fake friends that backstab you. One righteous friend on the whole planet is better than about 100 backstabbing bitches that will backstab you, talk about you at every turn. Did you see how she looked in that outfit? Child, a real true friend is hard to come by, that you can actually trust, that's not going to talk behind your back, that's going to talk to you out of love. That's a real true friend. Most of these people that claim to have friends don't know what the real true meaning of friendship is. I promise you. You have the courage to walk alone if you can't walk with people that are like you. You're not going to attach to toxic people, places, and things so to prevent being lonely and made fun of. Because you're never alone. Because you have a connection to God, so you don't feel lonely. You don't have abandonment issues and codependency issues. So until you can find your clan, your people that you know are in the same vibration as you, you're willing to walk alone. You have courage. Somebody is no longer doubting or in indecision about your perseverance that thought that they could make you unhappy. Indecision. Somebody at one point was at an indecision of whether or not to continue this pursuit to try to make you miserable in your life, to try to block your love life. But because love in the reverse, you found everything you need in love inside yourself, and you're pursuing your purpose now. You're not pursuing love at all in another person. And you've cut them off because of that. Clarify indecision. Holy Divine Spirit. Clarify indecision. Okay, this investor from the wealth class that's been paying people and working, the government has been working with this investor, the military and the NSA has been working with this wealth class, these investors that have been operating like this to get your divine energy for power, to become the president of the country, for political positions, for positions. This is how they get power, from your energy. Even though they made you feel like you was at the bottom, you were really the battery that got these people into the position of power. And that's why they've been obsessing over a chain of command of people through gang stalking and everything to control your freedom and restrict you so that they could have control of your power. But you took your power back. So somebody that was at an indecision might have made a decision. Well, they don't have anything. They made a decision to fire the person they hired to mess up your love life, because your love life is with yourself. So now somebody's going to go away for a very long time. They got bad news. Somebody got some bad news. They got fired. And in your path, you were delayed, but you were not stopped. Your abundance is coming now. Okay. They got bad news. They're not going to be seen as the main female like they wanted to. Or male, and a situation right now is being spearheaded by your ancestors. So the investor has fired this person because all they did was push you into your purpose, restricting your freedom to try to find love with someone to match you. All they did was put you into your purpose, which is what God intended for you anyway, to heal and get in your purpose. All right. What are the messages, Holy Divine Spirit? I already shuffled. They said don't shuffle again. That means there's a message already. What is the energy crowning this read right now? I told you somebody's getting divorced. Everything they wanted to keep from you, they kept themselves from. Like they bound themselves and the whole family and community up because by restricting the moneymaker. They literally restricted the moneymaker, the person that was supposed to, because they wanted to control how you brought the money in. They wanted to control how you brought the money in because they wanted to be seen as a person with the creative ideas. They wanted to be the Michael Jackson. So nobody's going to get to hear Michael Jackson now. Nobody gets to hear Michael Jackson if I can't be seen as Michael Jackson. Bitch. What are the messages? And imagine if we didn't have Archangel Michael's music in the world. Imagine. He literally raised the vibration and frequency all over the world with his music. For some, everybody might not agree with that. I know that's just what I'm using from my own personal experience. For you, it might be somebody else. So somebody is no longer in a mental imprisonment and they're accepting the outcome. Got it. Somebody has accepted it. Somebody has accepted that they're losing everything and someone's going to divorce them now. They give up. What is the obstacle right now? This was stupid. Over 20 years for some of y'all. Somebody spent 20 years delaying their own life trying to hold you back. They didn't just restrict you, but when they took your freedom away, they also bound their own freedom. Because in order to keep a prisoner in a prison, there needs to be a guard. So they literally spent over 20 years for some of you all restricting their own freedom because they thought in the end they would be able to retire rich. But instead, they wasted their entire life trying to restrict your freedom. So neither one of you have been free. Only you're coming out transformed and they're not. So for the last 20 years or so, neither one of you had freedom, right? But you turned lemons into lemonade. You went through a transformation and you're coming out on top and you're still going to manifest abundance and prosperity. Only they're going to end up in a mental institution with AIDS or whatever disease. They have some kind of terminally ill disease. That's how it ends for them. So both of your freedom was restricted for all this time. And in the end, you end up rich and they end up sick with a terminal ill disease in a mental institution, not being able to raise their kids, divorced. Was it worth it? So their obstacle is getting someone to accept some kind of offer because somebody doesn't want to move forward with causing you an injustice, or someone's not going to move forward with them trying to cause you an injustice. What happened in the recent past? Okay, these two. Yeah, because they could not provide the expectations, the Three of Wands on the Two of Cups, because they could not provide what the expectation was. The expectation was that everyone was going to become wealthy by restricting your love life, and you would only be allowed, and you were not supposed to know, of course, you would only be allowed to date warlocks and men that were a part of a coven that would be doing sex magic on you and mistreating you and emotionally abusing you, affecting your confidence to keep you in a never-ending cycle of depression while they harvested your energy sexually directly from you and did spell work with your energy to make everybody rich. That's what was supposed to happen. But because the expectation wasn't met and they can't affect your confidence and they can't force you to be in a relationship, they couldn't compromise you financially enough to force you to be in a relationship with somebody because you want to live a certain lifestyle. Any lifestyle that you want to live, you give to yourself, okay? Because you're a very hard worker. So in the past, this person wasn't able to create an illusion that you have low self-esteem and you're worthless and don't have value. So the whole illusion was in order to trick you up out of your energy by making you think you didn't have any value, by controlling the type of people you dated. So if you could only date people that would insult you and tear and whittle away at your confidence, you would have low self-esteem and stay in a relationship with them. And while they create this illusion, they would harness your energy and everybody would be getting rich off of your divine prosperous energy. The illusion that they couldn't maintain was that you don't have any value They could not maintain the illusion that you did not have any value. That's the illusion they couldn't maintain. That they couldn't break your confidence, your self-esteem. They couldn't do it. And they probably tried to take your voice. They couldn't break you. Okay? So the plan did not work, and there's somebody going broke right now. Like I told you, they're going into poverty. This is somebody that was up for a little while, but because their foresight is blocked and because they have unhealed insecurities, they have an unbalanced ego, and they're the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, the Queen of Wands in the reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody that can't regulate their emotions. This is someone with low self-esteem that's very shallow and surface level. That's a financial curse or disaster. This is somebody that they can get fast money that will only last for a short amount of time, and then it runs out, and they didn't plan for the future. And it's because they're so unhealed and have so many fears that are connected to their unhealed traumas and wounds. It causes their third eye to be blocked because the light is being impeded. The light and energy flow of that sacral energy is being impeded and redirected, so they can't see through their third eye and have foresight and wisdom. The crown chakra, it doesn't allow them to be able to make wise decisions. And because they have low self-esteem and depend on materialistic things to validate them, they spend money out of ego. They make financial decisions out of ego instead of practicality. And that's why this person is about to go broke. They were up financially and now they're back down, and they're not going to get it again because they spend money out of ego and not practicality because they're unhealed. It's the same concept why a long time ago, big companies only wanted to hire married men, because they figured if a man can run and manage and balance a household with children and a wife, it proves that he's responsible and he has something and a reason to keep showing up because he has responsibilities. You understand? When you're choosing someone to guide and lead you in a family, in a community, or whatever the case may be, if the person has an unbalanced ego, they're going to make decisions out of their ego, which is going to make everybody fall. This person made a choice to make money in a deceptive, low vibrational way that would cause bad karma to come to them. What's the Page of Pentacles? Their plan didn't work. Okay, the Queen of Cups. Somebody's plan, it could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Somebody's plan did not work that they had. Somebody that might have been obsessed, or somebody might have been very obsessed with you, and it was a missed opportunity. Somebody was very obsessed with you. It could have been a water sign, and they thought that they could seduce you, but it was illuminated that they were trying to create some form of conflict for you. Somebody did something to create conflict. It could have been dream magic that they did. Somebody might have, if you saw somebody, listen carefully. If any of y'all saw anybody you dated from your past in the dream state last night or any other night, they did dream magic on you. They did some kind of dream magic on you, hoping to attach some kind of cord to you or something, but it still didn't work, and it'll never work. You're too healed, okay? And you pray over yourself before you go to sleep, all right? This water sign right here was trying to create some kind of conflict for you, possibly see if they could get you to have an addiction, get you in some addictive energy, addicted to something, a way of thinking, a sadness or sex, or addiction could be anything. But I feel like someone might have tried to approach you in the dream state, maybe even for sex or something like that. The Lovers, yeah. Yeah. Somebody might have tried to approach you in the dream state for sex, or the Lovers or something like that, to bond and connect to you, okay? But now they might feel overwhelmed because they were unable, whatever they were trying to do to you in the dream state, it did not work. Oh, child, I pray real good before I go to sleep. I'm putting on you're going to be vomiting blood. You're going to wake up with bruises and whelps. You're going to lose your mind. You're going to detach from your body. You're going to catch on fire. If you come toward me in the dream state, you will not call on my spirit in the dream state. You will be consumed by the fire of God. Yes, that's right. I pray over myself to curse anybody that tries to call on my spirit in the dream state, feed me food and play around with me in the dream state. You might fuck around and get your ass whooped by me in the dream state, playing with me. Yes, organ failure, all that. Queen of Pentacles. And a lot of them do get sick. A lot of them do get sick. All right, what is the Queen of Pentacles? See, they're mad. They're mad because you're refusing to date. They're upset because you're refusing to date. So there's somebody here that is no longer celebrating with somebody that tried to get away with something that's having a huge tower. So this is just somebody that worked with whoever this jealous person is in your family or community to try to restrict your freedom. Okay, the cycle's over. They're having a tower. Tell me about this tower right now, Holy Spirit. The spell work backfired. Of course it did. Of course it did. Yeah, they can write petitions, but you can speak your word. You can speak the word of God. Abracadabra. You create when you speak, and you have more power than them. You got more fire than they do. So yeah, it didn't work. Okay, the fates are at play. You're at the top of the wheel, or an Aquarius is closed emotionally right now. Someone with Aquarius in their chart might be closed emotionally right now because they got a message. They're not going to get the 10 of Pentacles. And they've been knew that. I don't even know why these people are still fighting. I don't even understand why these people are still literally fighting to get something. They wanted me to tell you, whoever that person is, or in your family or community, that they just didn't want it to be you. They did all this for over 20 years because anybody but you. They just didn't want you to get that attention. But it's a difference between getting attention just because, ooh, I want attention, and getting attention unintentionally because you're just walking in your purpose. You understand? Because whatever you're doing to help everybody, it's like the movie Gladiator. The dynamic between Commodus and Russell Crowe in the movie Gladiator. Russell Crowe in the movie Gladiator, he was the best general. The men loved him because of his leadership, right? But the thing is, he wasn't doing it for the praise. He was being who he is because he was a leader in that movie, and he was just a good military strategist, and his men loved him because he took care of them. He worked them hard, but he gave them good advice, fed them, trained them, and he had a love for what he did, and he was just good in his purpose. He didn't want admiration, or it's not that. He was not seeking admiration. He was just being himself. And naturally, as a natural result of being in your purpose, it tends to draw admirers. It tends to make people draw into you. And then sometimes people might praise you a little bit, and you don't ask for that, and you're not seeking that, but that just comes with the territory sometime when there's someone fully in their purpose that knows what they're doing and they're doing it right. They're not doing it for accolades, but to other people that are happy about what they're doing and pleased by what they see that person doing, they just give them accolades because it comes with the territory. It just is what it is. And Commodus in Gladiator, he was not a leader at all. It was all about me, me, me. How come the people don't clap that loud for me? I'm the one that made the decision to take the man's life, and he opposed me. How come people are not screaming my name and chanting my name? What do I have to do to get the people to applaud for me the way they applaud for him? See, a real leader is not even thinking like that. They're just living in their calling. But a karmic energy, like whoever this person is in your community or family, this is the type of person that wants your accolades only so people can admire them, so they can get a hand clap. They want attention. You understand? Commodus. Like, I just can't make him die so people... That's why they want you to die, because they get so little attention because Their light is barely even a glimmer. Their light is so dull. Their light is so dull that they literally feel like if you're dead, that's the only way anyone's going to see any light coming from them. It's like one of those old-fashioned flashlights that is about to go out. That's how their light is. It's like an old-fashioned flashlight. And they feel, this is how these people feel. They feel like the only way anybody's going to ever be able to see that dull, dim light inside of them is if you're dead, because your light is too bright. And that's why this person that looks like this came for you. This is the expression of whoever this person is that did this to you in your life. You might have throughout your life noticed they always kind of look like this. If it's family gatherings, they always kind of look like this, right? And y'all know I'm telling the truth. They always kind of look like this. You know, when people are talking or when you talk, you glimpse over and like maybe they're having a bad day, but they always looking like this. This is what was going through their head. I'm gonna restrict her freedom, and I'm gonna get with the right people, and I'm gonna do. This is what they were thinking while they were looking like this at the family reunion, at Sunday dinner, while y'all were sitting in church, while y'all were in school. This is what they were thinking about how they were gonna fuck you up and down, left and right, real good. And this is how their face was the whole time. There was nothing you could have done to avoid this. This is who they are. All right, what are the messages, Holy Divine Spirit? Let's jump into it. They want me to pull a chakra card. They want me to pull a chakra card and talk about something really quick. Start here. Somebody might be extremely emotional, negativity, cynicism. Yeah, that's what that is. This is the person that embodies negativity and cynicism constantly. They've always been that way their whole life. This person has been that way their entire life. That's right. But God. But God. All right. What is the chakra card you want me to pull? Yeah, because this person lacks foresight. Their third eye is blocked, so the light can't come in. They don't have the same creativity as you. Both of you can look at something. Both of you can look at a tree and they'll be like, oh my God, I hate trees. I wish all trees would just disappear and go away. And you might look at a tree and be like, oh my God, I could put a swing in that tree. I could put a swing in that tree and on one side, and I could charge people $2 to come and swing on it. And on the other side, I can do carvings and charge people to carve out their name in the tree. Like literally, like the way that you think creatively, like two of you will see the same thing, but your mental process is different. Again, they'll be like, I'm broke. I don't have no money. And there's absolutely nothing I can do. I have no money at all. And I don't know what to do. And this stupid tree is sitting right here. I wish this tree would just disappear. And you could be right next to them and be like, I think I'm going to go get me a tire from the junkyard. I'm gonna get me some chains. I'm gonna hook it up to the tree. And then I'm going to just like a lemonade stand, put up a sign, and I will charge $5 for 5 minutes. And I will spin you on this swing on a tree. And then I'll also have another business going where I will carve your name in this tree for $15 because I have a hammer here. I have a chisel, this, that, and the other. I'll sit here all day at the park because this is where a whole bunch of people and tourists come, and I'm going to make something out of nothing. You understand? This is how this person sees the tree. What's that tree doing there? And that's how you see the tree. You see opportunities in that tree. I'm telling you. And that has to do with third eye. That has to do with having a creative mind and being able to see with your imagination. Come on, Spirit. Being able to see using your imagination. One more. Okay. Telling you, you could be broke and go to a tourist location. You could go down on by the monument in Washington, D.C. Get you a big piece of paper, a big pad of like them papers, the big roll, and just pretend like you are a characterist. What you call them, people that draw the funny pictures of your face. Them things don't ever really look like you. And just act like you are artist and be like, $5, I'll draw a picture of you with a real big face and a small body, and do the best you can. You know, that don't look like me. I'm sorry, no refunds. I mean, I'm just saying. Some people know how to just create out of nothing, out of nowhere. They could, without spending money, they know how to make money. Some people literally know how to make money without spending money. If they have to, they could sell a vacuum on the beach. Somebody could sell a vacuum on the beach. Sacral chakra, no space in life for creativity and play. I told you, no space in life for creativity and play, because they always look like that. Throat chakra, difficulty standing up for yourself. Lack of inspiration and creativity. Lack of ideas. Third eye, I can't make it up. I cannot make it up. I can't make it up. This is why this person would always look at you, because their mind worked like that as well. Meaning, it's not just about coming up with good ideas, but in conversation. They didn't feel like they had range intellectually in their conversation. So people might have talked to you more than they talked to them. This person's third eye is blocked. Lack of inspiration and creativity, lack of ideas. Third eye, I can't make it up. So again, the attention thing. They felt like, why are you so exciting? Why do people always want to go over there and play with you? This is the type of energy, again, I've talked about this before. This is the type of energy that if there are a whole bunch of people at the park, family, friends, and children, and you're both fully grown adults, and you're the personality that will get out there with your children, you'll get out there with your children and the other kids, and you'll play Ring Around a Rosie. And then you'll start playing freeze tag with the kids. You might be 50 years old and go out there and play freeze tag or jump double dutch with the children. Can I get a turn? What are y'all playing? Freeze tag. I'm in. Let me put my foot in. My mother kissed behind the magazine. Not because you're dirty, not because you're clean, just because you kissed the naked girl behind the magazine. Not it. You understand? You might be like that type of adult that will take your grandkids or your children to the park, and you'll go play with the kids, like literally. And this is the type of energy that will sit with some of the other adults and look down on you and be like, oh my God, she's so embarrassing. Oh my God, I don't understand. Why would you want to be around the kids? I mean, oh my God, I'm too bougie for that. I don't understand why you're running around with kids and children. Why are you throwing those kids up in the air and having fun? That's weird. And and this person's child will be playing with you with the other kids and your kids. And this person's child will love the hell out of you. You know, and be like, Mommy, how come you never get out there and play with us? Or Daddy, how come because I'm an adult and you're a child. You understand? And they'll sit there and look at you and discuss, because they're like, I don't understand where you get the energy from, why you have so much joy. And it doesn't have to be running around. You might even engage with them and talk. Hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? Really? Let me hear you. You sing, do you? Let me hear you sing. You know, you might enjoy the children, like Jesus loves the little children. He preferred, suffer not the little children to come unto me. He preferred to be around the kids than the adults, because children are more honest. They're more honest. I'm telling you. So I'm just describing whoever this energy is. This energy has always been in this energy for you, whoever you are. You know, everything you do, they despise. Everything you are and stand for, they despise. And they wonder why people are not magnetically drawn toward them. And this is the person that eventually started pretending to be you and mimicking your behaviors. And only it was fake. Like, hi, and then pet the kids on the head like they're a dog or something, because they don't know how to naturally interact with children or people. So even in them trying to imitate your energy, they come off like a weirdo. Like, oh, okay, so that's why people love her, because she seems fun and energetic, and she likes to play with the kids. I can do that too. And they walk over to the children and start petting them on their head like a dog. Like, how you doing? Hey, what's your name? You know, trying to interact with the kids like a weirdo. And the kids are pulling away from them. Like, please don't touch me. I'm going to tell my mommy. I'm telling you. All right. What are the messages, Holy Spirit? Passed over ancestor. Okay. What do y'all want to talk about? This passed over ancestor energy. I'm telling you, people try to mimic divine feminine energy in a man or woman. And it's not like a girly thing. Divine feminine energy, you are able to connect authentically with your emotions, with emotions of others. You know, a man that's in this energy, a man that is very creative, a man that is very self-aware, a man that is able to express love, joy, happiness, and interact with people in such a way where they like to have him around. Clarify, what's this passed over ancestor? I feel like you have a message for somebody because it's coming out a second time. What is passed over ancestor, Holy Spirit? What is passed over ancestor? Oh, somebody's ancestors have completely walked away and left them. So if this was somebody in your family, somebody's ancestors, and this represents like royalty. You know, purple is a very spiritual color because this is the color for the crown chakra. That's why they use purple in so many churches. Somebody's ancestor is very divine, and they've walked away from this person. They're not protecting this person's finances. They're not protecting their health. Nothing. They don't have any protection. It's something might even happen on the new moon is what I'm seeing too. They just showed my eyes. They just redirected my eyes to the moon right here. If you can see how they have the moon here, it's almost like a new moon phase. So something might be about to happen to somebody on the new moon that's coming up. Okay. But somebody doesn't have any spiritual protection of their finances, their health, of anything right now. And their ancestors are not going to protect them at all whatsoever. I can't make it up at all. The Hierophant, look, this is somebody's ancestors. You come from a lineage of Hierophants, and you are the Hierophant, and the gift was given to you. Look at you. Look at you. This is you and your ancestors. Okay. All of them, you can't see them, but they're around you, and they come from a lineage of Hierophant, judge energies. Okay. And this is actually you. And this is what they have graced and give you with. You see all that light coming out the cup. They're giving it to you. And they said, we gave it to you because we know who you are. You're an older soul that knows how to handle this power. And you will act in the interest of what's best for everyone and not just yourself for your own greediness and self-indulgence. Here you are, my child. Can't make it up. That's what they want to say. That's exactly what they want to say. So this person, something might happen to them on this next new moon is what I'm hearing. Something's going to happen on the new moon with this person's health, possibly. And it's because, again, your ancestors have walked away from them. They don't have the protection and the covering. Child? Any message for passed over ancestor? The Three of Pentacles, somebody might be collaborating. Clarify passed over ancestor. The Seven of Swords. Somebody might think that they're going to get away with something and they're collaborating to do something. The Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords. Oh! Somebody might be trying to get away with getting you locked up in jail. Somebody might like go gun-ho and try to get you in jail. And the message from your passed over ancestors is this person is not going to recover. This could mean their health. This could mean it could mean death. It could be their health, or it could just mean they'll end up locked up, or they'll get in a car accident. They'll lose everything. Y'all saw my cards: the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Swords. Someone's trying to get away with either getting you locked up in jail or something, but instead they're not going to recover. This might even happen during the new moon phase. Anything else from this past? Because your passed over ancestors are the one. I can't make it up. I cannot make it up. Because this person is going to take one more leap of faith to try to restrict your freedom. They're going to do something to either put you in a mental imprisonment or to get you locked up in jail. Like they're going to try to abuse power in some kind of way to either illegally have you arrested, like just completely straight up make up a charge and get people to go along with it and see if they can have you locked up, make up a warrant, and illegally just make something up to have you locked up or something. And because when they attempt to do this with this Seven of Swords energy, that's when the Wheel of Fortune reverse, the bad karma is going to hit. This person's going to get sick, die, get in a car accident. Something horrible is going to happen to them. And it might happen by this new moon coming right now. Child, and your passed over ancestors, they not playing around. I'm not playing. The situation is being spearheaded and guided by your ancestors. And it came out passed over ancestor. See, don't worry about the police and the government and detectives and people that have authority on earth to create a fake warrant on you and lies on you. All you need to worry about is the fact that nothing can happen on the physical that is not arranged in the spiritual. And your ancestors of the highest vibration of love that are hierophants are manipulating what's happening in the spiritual to make sure nothing bad happens to you in the physical. So everything down here is just an illusion. They can make a fake warrant. They can come toward your house. They can follow you and arrest you, try to arrest you on a fake charge. If a police officer has it in his heart to arrest you on a fake charge, that police officer will get shot and end up in the hospital, or they'll pass away and die. Any dirty police officer that goes toward any divine being to try to cause them harm that has protection from ancestors that are hierophant will die. They'll get shot. They'll go off the bridge and end up in water trying to swim for their lives. Something is going to happen to them, even if you don't call judgment, because of who you are and because of your ancestors spearheading the whole situation. They are going to make it so on earth. It's almost like if you remember those old Greek mythology movies that used to come on the black and white TV back in the day, where they'd be looking at the humans on earth, the immortal gods, and they would be seeing Perseus, or they'd be seeing somebody, they're running toward the city on his mission, and he runs out of energy and he faints and he collapses on the ground. And one of the gods, they're looking at him in a little circle while they're standing around in the heavenly realm. And they're like, is that my guy? Oh, he ran out of energy. Okay. And he reaches his hand and he picks him back up, literally, and touches his head and puts energy in him. And then he sends an owl with a water bottle. Take this water bottle to him. You understand? There is a whole heavenly realm that is just like that picture of the Hierophant I showed you in that ancestral card deck. There's a whole heavenly realm that is standing around in a circle looking down at what's going on the physical realm. And they have the authority and the ability to move things around as they please. So you don't have to fear the police. You don't have to fear any judge not doing the right thing. You don't have to fear anyone in the NSA. You don't have to fear anyone in the CIA. You don't have to fear any corrupt person doing something to try to get you hemmed up. Because if you are in alignment and have this protection from your ancestors who are hierophants, they are going to take the life or take your legs or take your life. If you are in a position of authority and you come against the real authorities, see, the reason you got that backup is you're the real authority. You are the real authority on earth. These people, they made themselves an authority by co-signing each other and making weapons and stupid shit. But you have spiritual authority on earth and you have real ranking on earth. So they can't, the people that think they have authority can't do nothing to you. Let them try. Because at the end of the day, your ancestors that are actual hierophants that can move the things around in the spiritual realm so that it'll happen on the physical realm, they will, no, sweetheart, you're not in charge, judge. Yeah. Oh, you're going to sign that? Bitch, you won't wake up. I promise you. That's how they talk. That's how they talk. Oh, you going to sign that warrant? You know who that is. They're spiritually ranked. Oh, y'all are nothing. I'm not afraid of all that hoodoo, voodoo, ancestral. I don't believe in none of that stuff. Y'all give me that money and I'm going to sign it. Bitch, you will not wake up. Bitch. Next thing you know, on the news, there was a judge that just took their own life. We don't know why. They just suddenly picked up a gun and stuck it at their own head out the blue. You know, we don't know what got into them. Y'all better stop playing around. Y'all better stop playing around and thinking that you're the authority. God is the authority, however you define God to be. So you guys are the real spiritual authority on earth. All right. So that's the message. The message is somebody's not going to recover. The message is someone is not going to recover because they're going to try to do something to either get you locked up or in a mental prison, and they're not going to recover. And they're going to know your ancestors are the ones that did this, whatever they're planning on doing. All right. What are the messages? I'm telling you, what God has for me is for me. I know without a doubt that he will work it out. What God has for me is for me. No truer words can be spoken. Somebody might take their own life. This card says SU. Y'all know what it says, and it's faded out. Someone might be thinking of unaliving themselves. Or they're projecting these thoughts toward you through spell work. Or maybe they want you in a mental imprisonment and they're projecting that energy toward you. And that's the person that, by doing sex magic and rituals. So it might not be jail. It might be a mental imprisonment. They're doing things to block you because they want you. They literally want you to want to take your own life. They want you to feel like it's never going to end. They want you to feel like the rest of your life is going to be nothing but you warding off spiritual attacks. And so the point is to bully you to the point of depression and wanting to take your own life. And because they do this, they're going to get pulled up on possibly on the new moon, because you're going to live your life bully free. And don't worry, we're doing exactly what we're being guided to do. Don't worry, y'all. I'm working on it. Don't think I'm not. I'm working on what we're going to do. But no, we're not going to spend the rest of our lives being bullied and isolated and unable to connect with people, because every time you want to connect or whatever, someone comes running. No, you can't have friends. No, you can't meet up with nice people. Only toxic people that's going to steal your energy. No, I don't want you to be able to have interconnections with other people and interaction with other people. You're only allowed to be around toxic people because you're the golden child, like Eddie Murphy movie, The Golden Child, where they had to be surrounded by evil in all four corners at all times. This is what these people are doing to y'all. That's why you're isolated. You're the golden child, and they want you surrounded by evil from every direction at all times. That's why all of us are going to come together and break out of this isolation, and we're going to meet up and we're going to have fun activities and game days online and in person. You're not going to isolate us. No, you can never have contact with another person unless it's someone that we're controlling that's going to set you up. The stupidity. All right, so there's something here about a car. I have auto loan. I have lemon car. Uh-oh. Tornado. Pull a chakra card, heart chakra. There might be a tornado that might be twisting up soon. There might be a tornado coming. Who? Okay, it's somebody they want to talk about too. All right, who, Holy Spirit? A past life enemy. Okay, this is going to be about a past life enemy. Somebody connected to someone is a past life enemy. Somebody might be of North African descent or Northwest African descent. These people are connected to people in the government. I don't have to go through it because the same energies come out all the time. The Eritrean at the NSA, a Filipino, a North African or Northwest African, a Muslim. It's so funny. It's so funny who our government is being run by, isn't it? It's so funny who's running the government now, right? Who's really running the government through spell work. A hidden enemy. You're under spiritual attack. Your stability and love life. Yeah, I know. They're going to try to orchestrate something. A drug dealer is going to be involved. Someone's father. Okay, so somebody's father is going to be involved. A drug dealer is going to be involved. Somebody's might be someone's past life enemy. I don't know if your father is your past life enemy. The third party knows you. This is an ex of yours for somebody. So they want to warn you about something. A Libra, Aquarius, Gemini is going to be involved, and a white man is going to be involved. Somebody's sister, cousin, or brother is going to be involved, and somebody's son. Maybe the son of somebody's sister, cousin, or brother is going to be involved, and someone might be West African. Someone might be West African, and someone's sister, cousin, or brother's son might be involved, or this could be someone's nephew. Okay, so it feels like somebody's trying to set somebody up. I'm going to pull this energy very quickly and see what it's about, what's going on here. Clarify sister, cousin, brother, and this is your son. Now, nephew came out and I didn't pull it out. So this just might be, this could be your nephew or someone you know's nephew. Why sister, cousin, brother came out and this is your son. Clarify this is your son. They're going to try to do some crime. They're going to try to do something to you. Because they can't move forward or they're not going to have victory and success. Well, we already know that. Victory is mine. Victory today is mine. Okay. Somebody feels backstabbed and betrayed by a water sign. Okay. And they can't balance their situation. So somebody's son feels backstabbed and betrayed by a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and they can't balance their situation. Because I guess this is someone that was a part of a collaboration that was promised. This is someone that was promised money and didn't get it. So they are going to try to orchestrate something here. This person might lack structure and discipline in their thinking and their actions. And they're going to do something for a large amount of money, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so they're going to take action. So somebody's son, and to someone else, this is your nephew, they're going to take action to try to do something. Clarify sister, brother, cousin. Clarify sister, brother, cousin. Somebody might not see what's going on. Okay. This is an older karmic energy, the Emperor reversed. So whoever this older person is that's very unhappy because you're still balanced, they're unaware that their son is about to do something stupid. Okay. So there's an older person, another karmic man or woman in distorted chaotic energy. They don't see what their son is about to do. Okay. And it could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio's nephew is what I'm hearing. Okay. They don't see what their sister or brother's son or cousin is about to do. He's about to do something for a large amount of money. He's about to take action. Tell me about this white man energy. And the government is involved. It came out over and over again. The NSA. Okay. The Hermit. Someone might be a Virgo, or someone could be a Virgo, or somebody could be a teacher, or somebody could be an investigator, or the Hermit reverse, a Virgo. Okay. So there might be a Virgo that might be a white man. the Four of Wands. That might be in a marriage or part of a community or family, or that might be working with someone's family. Clarify, white man. Okay. Someone can't create an illusion. Someone can't create an illusion that's once they're complete with fulfillment. Somebody's closed emotionally and they're trying to create an illusion for a white man. What is this white man energy doing, please? What is this white man energy doing? Okay. They are aware that somebody is not thinking about something the correct way. Okay. And they are going to take a risk to the sun, expose something. Okay. All right. So I don't know. This could be an investigator. It might be a white man that is going to illuminate the truth about something, shed light on something criminal that's going on. The 10 of Cups. Okay. Their wish fulfillment, which is the 10 of Pentacle reverse, is to illuminate something. That people are stuck in a cycle about a 10 of Pentacle reverse. So it's like if someone stole money from you or did something illegal, or there's a criminal running around, this might be like an investigator or something like that, that is aware that these people should have been locked up, or these people should have been giving you your inheritance or whatever. And they just keep going around in circles, coming up with new different ways to try to kill you. It's like it's corny. It's like somebody keeps coming up with new ways, new different ways to kill you so they could steal something from you that's sitting in the courthouse. Because they don't want you to find out about a 10 of Pentacles. But they just keep going around in circles over and over and over again. And you're never going to die. They're not going to be able to set you up. And someone is aware of this. I don't know if this person was a part of it or not, but whoever this person is, they're trying to create an illusion surrounding something concerning a 10 of Pentacles. But they can't create an illusion any longer. And they want to, with the Sun card, they want to illuminate something. So I don't know if this is something that somebody in the judicial system. That's the truth. Okay, thank you. All right, so this white man energy might be someone in the judicial system or some aspect of the law that might be aware of these people. Give me more time to kill them. Give me more time. Give me a little more time. Hold this up in court a little longer. Can you just push it to the bottom of the stack? Hold it. Look, we've been holding it back for 3 years. Just give us a little more time. And these people keep coming up with dumbass way after dumbass way to come at you and failing, and then going back. No, we didn't give them their inheritance. Give us more time. I know we can do it. And it's turning into a big circus that's going to get everybody locked up. And they're stuck in a cycle, still doing the same thing over and over again while nobody's getting this money or something like that. Okay. And that's the truth. So somebody's going to illuminate the truth, and they might be planning on setting this person up. Someone's son might be planning on doing some kind of spell work and then taking action on the physical realm to do something to this white man energy. Who is this ex of yours? Clarify, this is an ex of yours. All right. Somebody is single. So an ex of yours might be single right now. Okay. That might want to provide clarity about something, the truth about something. Clarify, because they're the wounded warrior. Oh, wow. The Knight of Cups. Somebody's ex is exhausted. Somebody's ex is completely exhausted and in a mental imprisonment, going around in circles, that might have been very childish about knowing you were about to get the 10 of Pentacles. So for somebody, your ex was being very childish with you. They know about your money or this 10 of Pentacles or abundance or something being held back from you. And they were being manipulative, deceptive, childish in helping people to try to keep you from it, keep you out of it, steal it from you, whatever it is. But they're weary now because they understand that you have spiritual protection that's not going nowhere. And whatever's got to come to you is going to come to you if each one of the people trying to hinder you have to die. All right. So it seems that your ex might also be in alignment with possibly telling the truth at this point. The King of Cups and the Queen of Swords reverse. Who's the Queen of Swords reverse? King of Cups. There might be a Pisces, a narcissist that wants to end the conflict now because they're overly emotional right now. This person is overwhelmed with emotion at this point because it's like you're still alive. We keep trying to kill you, and the person that was supposed to come toward you to flatter you, the King of Wands, you're not dating. You're refusing to date. You're refusing to date. You're refusing to have sex with anyone, marry, even entertain company, like with the opposite sex. So that's a tower because that was our only way in to try to cause you a tower so we could steal this money from you. So somebody is having a tower. It could be a Pisces, could be a Pisces male that's overly emotional right now because they're not going to win. They're not going to get away with this, and they're overly emotional right now. And they might be ready to also move forward with the message. Okay, so somebody's son is not taking this the right way because they still want to try to get the money, and they think they can kill you or do something to you. And someone's sister or cousin or brother's son is going to still take action to try to do something to you. An ex of yours, a white man, or two people are already in alignment for just at this point giving up. Okay, they're the third party that knows somebody, and clarify who this drug dealer is. Who is this drug dealer? Somebody that released trying to do something because it was too difficult. What was this drug dealer supposed to do? The Page of Pentacles reverse. They were supposed to try to do something unfair, do something unethical. They were going to try to get into some kind of exchange with you. They're the drug dealer. Yeah, clarity. Yep. But you avoid a tower because you are not dating, talking to anyone. Definitely not a drug dealer. Or maybe they were not going to tell you they were a drug dealer. But so I feel like somebody was supposed to try to date you or talk to you or something like that. But it's too hard, too much of a burden. Someone might be an Aquarius. Okay. An Aquarius could have put them up to coming toward you. And they're releasing the burden. Okay. So there is some drug dealer energy that might be around you in your neighborhood that feel like it's too much of a burden. But somebody still didn't want to let go, but they're exhausted and they have to. Somebody felt like they would be able to charm you or whatever. Excuse me. I'm sorry. What the fuck? You just saw me pull out the Hierophant card of that other deck. Your ancestral bloodline are Hierophants. You just fucking saw it. And they bestowed upon you their gifts because you're a great leader. Why the fuck are you talking to a drug dealer? What are these people thinking while they're trying to set you up? What are they going to send toward you next? Oscar the Grouch? Count Dracula from Sesame Street? Well, I don't understand. Ned the Wino? What did they think a whole Hierophant energy is? Send a drug dealer to talk them out their drawers. What the fuck? I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to. Yes, I do. I do mean to. What the fuck are they thinking? Seriously. What the fuck are these people thinking? You a whole motherfucking Hierophant energy, and okay, well try my cousin, he a drug dealer, Paco or whoever, and see if he can spit game at her. And you're a whole Hierophant energy. Child, the fuck is wrong with these people? And the reason it's too challenging for this drug dealer to talk to you is because they're not on your level. They're not even in your zone. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, they wouldn't even know how to walk up on you. They have no idea. This person most likely is in your neighborhood somewhere and has eyes on you. They probably just keep driving back and forth in front of where you live at, looking weird. If y'all see a weirdo that just keeps making weird faces, driving back and forth, that's probably them. If you're a reader, you'll pick up on their energy and you'll know this person, they don't know how to approach you because the demons inside of them already no, we can't even go near a Hierophant. I know they gave you a mission, but no, I'm sorry. We can't even communicate with a Hierophant. We can't approach you. We're not allowed to walk up to you. Some of y'all, you embody a certain type of energy. If you're like a certain type of high priestess, Hierophant energy, where no one can walk up to you, just anybody, and approach you. They have to stop at a certain, it's like a spiritual restraining order. I'm serious. Like, you can go to a gas station where every woman that goes in there gets harassed. People walk up to them acting crazy, talking crazy. But when you walk up, they all look at you and they take 3 steps and they stop dead in their tracks and they don't move any further. It's like they just freeze and they just stand there looking at you. It's the demon inside of them looking at you because of the restraining order. They know it's a spiritual restraining order on you, and they know they can't get but so close to you. And these are the type of people that will just stare you down but not move, because they're like, oh my God, do you know who that is? Yeah, I know who that is. Don't move until this bitch leave. Do not move until they leave. So this person might be lurking around you in your community, but it's something inside of them that won't let them approach you. And it's a spirit, the spirit of God. You can call it what you want, but the demon inside of them can literally see your guides standing tall, these beams of light, like tall pillars all around you. And that's what they're seeing. The demons are seeing this. The human is seeing you, but I don't know what it is. I just can't go over there. I don't know what it is. I feel like I can't go over there. Yeah, you can't, because there's a spiritual restraining order. So this drug dealer energy, it's too much of a burden on them, because every time they get in your vicinity, it's something, they just freeze. They lock up. They can't come toward you. Tell me about this Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. Tell me about this Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. Yeah, they failed. Yeah, this is the narcissist. There's a narcissist, Queen of Swords reverse, someone that is a very logical thinker that failed at their mission. This might be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. They failed at their mission to come at you or to orchestrate something against you. They're not doing anything. They're sitting in their bed crying. Okay. This is just somebody that was a part of some it could be someone with Cancer in their chart too. Okay. I know Gemini borders Cancer, Gemini, Cancer, cusp energy, the Knight of Pentacles. They might have worked with someone, they might have worked with a couple, Knight of Pentacles and a Leo. They worked with a couple, both a Leo and their partner, which is some kind of Knight of Pentacles, some kind of planner or something like that. Someone that feels like they're very strategic in their planning. And they were working for someone with Cancer and Gemini possibly in their chart. And this person's sitting on their bed crying right now. Okay, and what is this father energy? What is this father energy? Okay. Someone is releasing a burden. Somebody's father is releasing a burden that was trying to get away with a 10 of Pentacles. So for somebody, it's your father or someone close to you's father that was trying to get away with stealing something that belongs to you. They were in communion with, in secret, with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a group of people to find a way to steal something from you. Okay. Yep, they worked really hard with these people to try to get away with stealing something from you, somebody's father, okay? And now they're stressed out about this. I don't know if this is the father of someone's son, maybe someone's brother's son that is working with people to try to do something to you or get away with doing something. For the 10 of Pentacles, somebody's father is at a loss. It's not going to happen. Okay, so now that we got some of these energies out the way, so you know who's connected, we can talk about whatever it is that they thought that they was going to do with their dumb asses. Talk to me about this auto loan lemon car energy. What was that about? Tell me about this auto loan lemon car energy, Holy Divine Spirit. They were going to take a risk. Okay, they were going to take a risk. To do what? But they feel defeated. They were going to do something to your vehicle, or are you applying for a vehicle? Okay, the plan didn't work. They couldn't plan something. They were in their ego. Oh, they were going to take a risk. All right, so they were going to take a risk, but they can't persevere and move forward with whatever they were going to do. Someone was going to try to get a car, maybe get a car in your name. They were going to try to get an auto loan in your name, like one of those idiots that go to CarMax and try to buy a car with a fake someone's driver's license that they stole. I've seen videos on YouTube, people trying to steal your identity and go to CarMax and buy a car. And then the police come in and lock up the two meth heads looking stupid. Like, do you know this woman? No, I just met her and she offered me money to come in here and pretend to be her mother. And with a child, so, yeah, childish antics. So there's somebody that was going to try to buy a car using identity theft, and they feel defeated. Someone childish and stupid that lacks foresight. This is the type of person that'll do something stupid and end up in jail. Okay, because they're in their ego, because they think they know everything, but they don't. They're foolish, and then they're going to end up doing 10 years of their life in jail for a car that they could never get with a fake ID, auto loan. Stupid, child, stupid. Sex magic, spell work. What's this? Sex magic, spell work, energy, Holy Spirit. Someone thought that they was going to get close to you by listening to your problems. Child. Trying to manifest something using your energy. Are you kidding me? So somebody was going to come toward you because there might be a group that might want to study your DNA. There might be a group that might want to study your DNA. They might want to kidnap you even, but they might want to first try to get you fired from your job. This is stupidity. Spell work, sex magic. Impotence, I put a spell on you. Somebody might have planned on doing someone might be doing spell work on you to try to make you impotent. Again, they were sent to you by a group that wants to study your DNA. Nano-chipped illegally. Got it. Oh, they touching me. They want me to talk to somebody. Okay, be careful. There might be someone in my collective right now. There may be someone in my collective right now that's being looked at by a group that wants to study your DNA. Be careful who you're dating or sleeping with or who tries to get close to you. Somebody is doing spell work on you to affect your confidence, maybe to make you impotent or something like that. Or you're a woman to mess with your fertility or your ability to enjoy sex or whatever. Somebody might be trying to connect to you doing sex magic, maybe come to me spells or something. And you'll think it's regular sex, but they're going to try to do some kind of ritualistic sex magic on you because somebody was made an offer by a group that wants to study your DNA because they want to set you up to be nano-chipped illegally. Let me pull some cards on that really quick. And is this fired again from your job? Okay. These people are crazy with these tactics to get money from people. Who's the person that wants to do this sex magic on somebody? Who am I warning here? Who is this person that's really someone that wants to drain you? Yeah, this person, the Eight of Pentacles reverse, they want to drain you. Well, we know that. Thank you, though, Spirit. A hermit energy. Either you're a Virgo or a hermit or a teacher or a studier, or this is the person coming towards you, a magician that might be a hermit and occultist or something like that. Okay. The sun, someone might have Leo in their chart, or something might have already been exposed to somebody. Someone could have Sagittarius in their chart, or this might have already been exposed. Clarify impotence. I put a spell on you. Nina Simone, for those of you that don't know. Clarify impotence. I put a spell on you. Clarify impotence. I put a spell on you. Clarify impotence. I put a spell on you. The Hermit. All right. Clarify the Hermit. This could be a woman or a man doing this. Clarify the Hermit, please. They didn't get what they were expecting. It was a bad investment. Okay, this Hermit energy is some kind of an occultist that tried to put spell work on you. It could be a woman or a man. They couldn't get away with it and they couldn't move forward. Okay, so this Hermit might be a woman. This might be a Virgo woman, or it could even be a woman that's an occultist, a woman that was planning on, it could be a witch, someone that was planning on doing some kind of spell work or experimental something on you. Okay, this person is connected to, they were going to do ritualistic sex magic on you. Man or woman, take it as it resonates. And their goal was to get you into a state of comfort where they could set you up. Maybe you be in a deep sleep after sex, and they give you a glass of water that has something that's going to put you under anesthesia in a heavy, deep sleep. And they would do something like open your door real quick and let someone that was on standby, that might be in a car waiting somewhere or planted in your neighborhood that's in the military, come running in your bedroom real quick and inject you in your temple or something like that, and then run out, and you just wake up in the morning feeling dizzy. Some energy like that to set you up, to have you nano-chipped illegally, okay? And this Hermit energy is connected to this group that wants to study your DNA, okay? But I think it's already been illuminated to you and you're aware of this, so you protected yourself. Is that right, Holy Spirit? This person already protected themselves from whoever this person was. Okay, yeah, okay. Whoever you are, you were already aware and you protected yourself. Good. Okay, great. That's wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. Okay. Oh, wait. I'm going to clarify this last card, Tornado, really quick. Oh, heart. I'm supposed to pull the heart chakra. I already did who. Y'all asked me to do who. I did who. What y'all want me to say about the heart chakra for somebody? Heart, clarify the heart chakra. What is the heart chakra? Oh, well, they're touching me again. Heart chakra. Yes. I don't know if that was part of it. Okay. I have root chakra, spiritual procrastination, avoidance of completing things. Somebody has crown chakra, poor mental function. Somebody could be doing spell work to project that onto you. Overactive heart chakra. Somebody wants you to have an overactive heart chakra. Heart chakra, overactive, losing your sense of identity. I feel like somebody might be doing spell work on you to try to make you lose your sense of identity, to cause spiritual procrastination and avoidance of completing things. They want you to have poor mental function and an overactive heart chakra. This might, I feel like this is spell work being projected over onto you. Okay. So that's okay. You know how to take spiritual baths. Be aware of what they're attacking so you can consciously do the opposite. That's all. Nothing more. Just be aware of what they're doing so you can consciously do the opposite. Oh, you're targeting my root chakra. So I know I'm going to focus on working on my root chakra this week because I know that's what y'all are working on. So whatever aspect of what you're trying to stop from my root chakra, that means I need to go for a walk. I need to dance. I need to whine, girl, whine. I need to do yoga. I need to, you understand? I need to wear hematite. I need to meditate. I need to light a red candle. I need to eat certain foods. I need to, you understand? When you know what they're doing, you can counter it. Oh, they're projecting depression onto me. Okay, so I'm going to do something that's going to make my vibration explode through the roof. Even if that is licking a damn ice cream cone. What is it? Pistachio or coconut rum or something like that. If it's, I don't eat ice cream. I do coconut, but and banana blend. But even if it is licking a damn ice cream cone, something that just elevates your vibration, do it. It don't matter. Okay? Consciously, whatever they're attacking you, you do the opposite. That's why it's good to know who's attacking. This is not the right one. Clarify this tornado energy, Holy Spirit, and then I'm going to close out. Is this the, okay, this is the right one. All right. Clarify this tornado, please. Clarify this tornado energy. Please don't slide all over the place. I saw Antarctica flip around in my hand. Clarify. Maybe they're creating some of these tornadoes, controlling something from Antarctica. Clarify tornado. This might be overseas. There might be a tornado about to come overseas. Or this could be the ethnicity of the person that's going to be affected, or it could be the actual place. Clarify tornado, please, and thank you. 3 more. 1. I saw Alabama. 2. I see Venezuela. 3. Flip it. Clarify tornado, please, and thank you. All right. Somebody might be of Central African descent from the Congo. Okay. Or maybe there's going to be a tornado in Congo. Or there's somebody of there's someone of Congolese descent. There might be someone of Nigerian descent that might be affected by a tornado in Texas and in a northeast state. Okay. So somebody of Nigerian descent and Congolese descent. I saw a couple of others too. I saw Cameroon and I saw Gabon and a couple of others in there too. But these are 2 of the energies coming out. There may be a tornado coming to Texas and another one in a northeast state that someone of both Central African descent, and because of a bad and something they invested in that was bad, and they might be getting karma from this for being childish with the Page of Wands reverse. Go ahead, Holy Spirit. What about clarify what is Nigeria or this Nigerian energy that's connected? Yeah, they're breaking up with a community or getting divorced and moving on to calmer waters, but they still have karma following them. So there might be a Nigerian living in a northeast state or in Fort Worth, Texas, that might have a tornado with their GPS, a tornado with a GPS tracker on it named karma. Okay, because they were in their ego. They were in their ego about whatever they participated in against you. And tell me about this Congolese energy. Tell me about this Congolese energy, please, and thank you. Tell me about this Congolese energy. They might have done some kind of injustice against you as well, whether it was stealing your energy Somebody might be a Virgo. So there might be somebody of Congolese descent. They might be a Virgo that did not see, they didn't see something. They didn't see that you were spiritually protected. I don't know what this person did. I know someone that's of Congolese descent came up in another reading I did that was a real estate agent that was a Virgo. Okay. And right now, this person might be sad about something. They got a tornado with a GPS tracker called Karma on their ass, too. They might be connected to Texas or a Northeast state. The Empress in the reverse. What is the Empress in the reverse? Someone could be an older man or older woman that thought it was a good investment to work with this false person. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, to either steal your energy or do something from you. But now they have a tornado again with a GPS tracker. They have a tornado with a GPS tracker called Karma attached to it. So good luck. Get you some good insurance. Ha! All right. Can I have a final message before I close this out? Holy Divine Spirit, this is great. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. I'm so hungry. When you think about these people, you think about how much you could have accomplished. Some of these people got mad because you were already manifesting at a young age and getting things accomplished, and you were moving so damn fast, they had to like move faster to stay ahead of you. Can you imagine without these people holding you back and throwing monkey wrenches in your plans to slow you down and block things for you? Can you imagine what you would have done by now? Sweetheart, I would have had a farm in Texas and a farm in Georgia, and I would have had a couple of cows, goats, sheep. I would have had chickens. I would have had organic corn, greens, tomatoes, everything, potatoes, sweet potatoes, yams. I would have been on a farm, and then I would have had underground, stored away, everything you need to survive. Fresh alkaline water, all kind of preserves, food, honey, medical supplies in Texas and in Georgia and wherever else, stored away for the family for a time when someone might need somewhere to live. I'd have had property with a well, emergency well on it. I'd have had a few homes on a property by now for if things get crazy around here, we already got stuff. You know what I mean? It's like all of the Joseph energies. It's almost like final thought. It's almost like all of the Joseph energies are the ones that the idiots that are wasteful, that spend money out of ego, that don't have nothing right now because they didn't save, but they stop you, the Joseph energy, from storing away your grain. Now you make do with what you have, but if these people had not restricted you, you would have been able to make the preparations needed to make sure everybody will be okay during this inflation right now. Nobody in your family, oh man, rent is too high. Oh, that's okay, baby. We own a property. Matter of fact, we can put our whole family in this apartment, this 4-unit multi property that we own here. Our family members. Oh no, we're not going to be homeless. We work together. You understand? Oh, the rent won't go. You're going to pay rent, but it's not going to go up because we're a family. We work together, and we have 4-unit garden style properties that we own in our family. So don't worry about the rental increase, because before the market hit, because the wise one, the oracle, the one that can see the future, told us to invest our money and buy these 4-unit apartment buildings and these attached townhomes or these duplexes for pennies on a dollar, $10,000, $5,000, $15,000. And we went ahead and listened to them and bought them. And we've been renovating them little by little by little. Now that it's 2025, they're completely paid off. All we have to do is pay taxes and utilities and insurance. And we can help our family members out and people in our community and live around clean, safe people and bring it in. But no! They wanted to restrict you and run off and live a life of self-indulgence off of your energy, so you could not be the Joseph energy and prepare everybody for what you might have felt in your spirit was coming in the future. Idiots. And now all of them going to be looking left and right. Well, let's go to her and ask her for help now. Idiots. It's like idiots. Maybe we shouldn't spend that much money on sneakers right now. Maybe sneakers are not a good investment. Oh, you just trying to put us down. You talking bad about us. You think you better than everybody else. Oh, look at you with your big brain. You think you so smart. You old college girl. Oh, I didn't go to college. Matter of fact, I dropped out of school. I didn't go to college. I dropped out of school. But I still have a purpose and I'm connected to God. My mind. There are billionaires that dropped out of high school because they were connected to God. And they were able to navigate and master manifestors. Okay, they didn't need to be trained by a slow person on how to navigate through life and make money. Something might be ending for somebody. That death card keep popping out with the lovers, like Gemini energy, or ending to these people trying to cause problems in your love life or something. But the whole point is these people are idiots. They're complete idiots, and they bound together like a bunch of dodo birds going extinct because of their stupidity. Let's stop the smart one in the family. Yeah, they smart. Let's all jump on top of them. Okay, I'm just saying maybe it wouldn't be a good idea to spend $700 on a pair of jeans when you don't own any property and you're still paying rent. I don't think that's wise, because our parents couldn't buy a house. They lived in an apartment, and now our parents are living with us. So no one in the family owns their own home. We don't have any generational wealth. So maybe buying $700 jeans is not a good idea right now. Maybe we should prioritize a little and first secure our foundation and make sure we always have somewhere to come home to no matter what. What you think? See, that's why don't nobody ever want you to come play cards or hang out. Don't nobody ever want you to come around, because you get to talking like you better than everybody. Okay. We're going to do spell work and bind that bitch. And we're going to bind that bitch tongue, because we don't want to hear her mouth no more. We don't want to hear her goofy ass talking no more. We're going to do spell work. She thinks she's so smart. She don't know how to manifest money. We're going to teach her. We'll teach her a lesson. And then they go buying the person in the family that was going to get them through the upcoming storm that's coming, through COVID and through whatever's coming in the near future for people that didn't prepare. Sweetheart, them crazy people can't come around me. I ain't helping nobody with nothing that's not in the same alignment as me already. Because them people, that same stupid mind thought and process is going to follow them, and they will ruin everything that you have. Child, they stopped you from being able to plan and save and do the things you needed to do for many years. So why would you have enough to share with them? You only have enough for yourself. Because had they let you lead like God designed you to lead, because of who you are, that older soul, you would have been able to make preparations for not just you, but for everybody, like the king of Egypt. Final message, Holy Spirit. Final message. That's why they're demons. They lack self-awareness. They lack awareness of their finances. They lack awareness of the longevity of things. They lack awareness of things that are shallow, that are not built to last. These are the type of people that will come from complete poverty and then go get a $10,000 mortgage when they get their first big job that pays a lot of money. And the most expensive car they can find that they're paying on the minute they get a job, instead of trying to secure something first, stable foundation. And then a layoff will happen 3 years later. 3 years later, they get laid off from their job. A recession hits and all this crazy stuff happens. Oh no, we're not going to be able to afford these $10,000 mortgage payments and this $5,000 HOA a month payment. So we're going to have to give up the house now and the car and go back to an apartment. if you got a large paying job and your family does not come from generational wealth and your family does not own any assets, a lot of us come from that. It's okay. But the first thing you want to do is secure your foundation and security. Even if it's just a trailer on a skinny piece of land, you can rent it out and then go get a mortgage. Why would you get a huge ass mortgage somewhere that's depending on what? Depending on your job, longevity. Your job is something that you can lose. Anytime somebody else is responsible for your well-being, they can pull the rug from under your feet. So the person with the foresight in the family would have advised you, that's great. You have that really high paying job, but because that's something someone else gave to you, they can take it back from you. So I want you to capitalize on it while you have it and quickly make a strategic move to secure a strong foundation for yourself. Take that money, buy a piece of land quickly, and put a house on it. Maybe a small manufactured house or something secure, or buy a cash outright property. It doesn't have to be big or nothing special, but you just need something put to the side. But somebody that's a fool jumped out there and got a huge ass mortgage because they come from a lack mindset and they did not invest in something stable, like a real low mortgage or a smaller home. And then the recession hit and they lost their job. So, oh, well, now I have to pay rent. When they had an opportunity, a window of opportunity in a season that God opened up for them to quickly secure land and a home where they would never have to pay rent again. Ciao. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, that's smart. You can buy land. You could have bought land back in the day in an area that you can't afford to live in because taxes are really high. You could have just bought the land with the hookups and put a very beautiful trailer in a very expensive area where they sell land, and then later fixed it up or later did something else. But you wouldn't have a mortgage. All you have is your taxes, which might be a little high, but you don't have a mortgage. You understand? And now you live in a crime-free, very nice, well-to-do area. It's so many different ways your brain can go with options. If you're creative enough to think outside the box. But you got idiots that would rather tie you up in a rope and gag your mouth because they don't want to hear you speak wisdom. So I have the death card. Something is completely over. Somebody wanted to really, really hold on to you so badly, and that was in their ego. But something's coming to a death and an end. Someone might be an Aquarius. Someone might have Scorpio in their chart. Somebody is getting a message about something or to somebody. That's something that they got together to do. It didn't work, and they don't want to work with them anymore. And I don't know why this person is so heavy in their ego. They want to die. They just want to die young or die early or die before their time. Final message, Holy Spirit. This person in their ego that still wants to hold on to you is about to die. Is that what it is? Okay. They don't see what's coming. Yeah. Whatever they're conjuring up right now, whatever they're networking, this is networking, the Six of Pentacles. Whatever this person is networking to do to you right now, they might die by the full moon from it. They're in their ego and they don't see this. I feel like they don't see what's coming. I feel like this person might die by the full moon because they're about to make some kind of offer with someone they're networking with to do something to you. And if they do this, they're not going to see this coming, this death. Somebody's not going to see a death coming and they're going to die. That's the final message. Yeah, that's it. This is a narcissist. Someone might have an Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That's a complete narcissist. Narcissists always die young and early. That's not thinking right about how they can still balance their situation. They're not thinking right about how they can still balance their situation. And whatever they're about to do, somebody's going to die, possibly by the new moon. I'm QUAN Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. All right, y'all. Child, these people. So frustrating. Guys, that is the first reading today on this beautiful Wednesday. Everybody is welcome to join in on our Wednesday prayer, supplication, affirmation, whatever you want to call it. Just make sure you're in the highest vibration of love, whether you're an atheist, whether you're a Christian, whether you are a Muslim, whether you are whether you practice Ephi, whether you're a Wiccan, whether you are an atheist. I don't care what you are. I don't care about your race, ethnicity, background, spiritual practice. All I ask is that you operate out of your higher self, which means you don't do things to other people that you don't want done to yourself, which means you do that because you practice empathy and compassion. Okay? You practice empathy and compassion in how you carry out your day-to-day thoughts and actions as a human being on earth. And that's it. And if you are in that energy, then I invite you to say this incantation, this prayer, this affirmation, this request with me right now and my collective of the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude right now for my collective of the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude for favor and protection. I show gratitude for this Wednesday beautiful morning. I show gratitude for health and wealth. I show gratitude for earth, wind, and fire, both the group and the elements. I show gratitude right now for the complete restoration of our finances, financially, emotionally, spiritually, energetically. I show gratitude right now for the Most High God, Yeshua. I show gratitude for Christ Jehovah. I show gratitude right now for each and every creation of every planet that embodies the unique energies that get the requests and the prayers and affirmations that we put out there. They get them requested. They get them granted. I show gratitude right now. Oh, Holy One, the moon, Lavana, Nana, who sits at the head of Mercury, Koke, Anki, Venus, Anene, Nogay, the sun, Utu, Shemish, Mars, Madin, Gogiana, Jupiter, Enlil, Zadik, Saturn, Shabata, Nanurta. Right now, I show gratitude for this morning and day. I come in agreement that today, anything I speak, touch, and seek to do or accomplish, it will be blessed, manifest to the fullest, and flourish. I command joy and success in my life right now. Right now, I cut, disengage, and cancel by fire any and all agreements and contracts that anyone tried to bind me to in the dream state. I order all plans and cords of attachment null and void right now by fire. I sever by fire every cord and attachment. Catch fire on every plane of existence through every energy body attached to me right now, on the ethereal plane, on the etheric plane, on the astral, mental, physical, and emotional plane. I sever every demonic cord in the dream state to my spirit, to my aura, right now by fire. Fall to the ground, burn to ashes, and scatter. I command and order all of my energy that may have been siphoned from me last night or this morning or in the dream state to return back to me right now. I call back all of my Modhara root chakra energy and my Svadhisthana sacral chakra energy back to fully replenish me right now. Abate, mate, my sweet, great energy. Wait, do not let separate from my estate. I neutralize and eliminate the hate. Positive and creative energy is my fate. Sacral and root chi, I do decree, I appreciate you, stay glued to thee. Right now, we command every obstacle placed in front of us to be instantly destroyed by fire on every plane of existence. Right now, we cancel every orchestrated witchcraft attack and hex conjured by fire, by that Kundalini violet flame of our holy fire, which is our Holy Spirit that is invoked by our holy words. Abracadabra. We will create as we speak, using the sword of the Spirit, which is our tongue, by which we fight. Right now, I return all spell work today back to the sender tenfold. I command you to go back instantly to the person that sent it, that spoke it, that chanted it. Plant in their energy field and remain stuck to them, and do not return to me again. Right now, I command any and every meeting arranged by anyone in my energy to frustrate my day, to catch fire right now and be destroyed and scatter forever, never to assemble again. Right now, I destroy you and your demonic evil intentions with my words. Abracadabra. Mote it be. I command that you be consumed in fire by my authority in Christ. on every plane of existence, through every energy body. Burn the ashes, fall to the ground, and scatter forever and going forward. As we anoint ourselves this morning, I cleanse and remove from my body, my chakras, my cellular DNA and nervous system, my aura, my spirit, through all 7 of my energy bodies, through all 8 of my energy bodies, and on the ethereal plane, on the astral plane, etheric plane, the mental, physical, and emotional plane, every plane of existence, every satanic deposit, every negative energy, every evil eye, the effect of every energy weapon used on me, every hex that was cast, every bewitchment spoken, every spell work, unbalanced, toxic, negative thought, evil eye energy projected toward me. Right now, I transmute all toxic negative energy out into the universe to be alchemized into positive energy. I command every man, woman, and child that I interface and come in contact with today to go out of their way to do their best for me. I will see favor today in every area of my life. All things will work together for my good today. I have divine immunity and protection today from all manner of confusion by those that have made me their enemies. Any and everything I put my energy into today, it will prosper and be successful. Anyone that is destined to help me today will contact, locate, get through, and reach me today. Every door will open for me today. Every obstacle and the creators of challenges in my life, they are blocked, disabled, and stopped and removed far from me and cast and instantly ejected from my energy and life today with divine intervention. Right now, I show and express love and gratitude for life, the gift of life and the gift of free will. I show gratitude to the Most High God, Yeshua, to Christ Jehovah, to my ancestors of the highest vibration of love that have come before me, to my guides of the highest vibration of love and ascended masters that help, that block and protect for me, that came before me. And I humbly open myself up to the new lessons to help me to ascend higher and to grow. Ashe. I now close all portals and sever all energetic cords that no longer serve me and fully reclaim my divine power, my sovereignty and light. May the blessings be. By the light of the eternal flame, I release all ties that bring me pain. From hex, from bind, from spell and chain, I reclaim my power, whole and sane. Through ancestral lines, I now ascend. All wounds and shadows, I transcend. No force can hold, no bind can stay. I walk in light, I clear my way. With sovereign will, my soul is free, protected by divine decree. By earth, by fire, by air, by sea, I am whole, I am pure, I am free. May the blessings be. Mote it be, Ashe. Collective, I thank you for showing up with your energy and giving me all that energy. Y'all give me life in that live. Y'all give me life. And I thank each and every one of you. I know that energy is a thing and it's exchanged on phones, through pictures. It's exchanged through physical contact. It's exchanged through electronics. Yeah. Everything runs off of energy. And when we come together like this for these lives and these prayers and affirmations, we charge up off of each other's energy, believe it or not. We literally charge up off of each other's energy, hyping each other up and giving each other life and speaking positivity and laughing. You can charge up off of laughter too. And with these type of karmic energies that have been following us around with all their stupidity, the one thing they give us is the laughter. We need to charge up an energy harvest off of the laughter, off of their stupidity. That one thing we do get. Amen. I'm Kuan Yin and I'm starving. I need to eat. This is I Have No Cut Cause Tarot. I will be back. I'll see you in a little bit.